Ladies and gentlemen, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome everyone. Pak Fahmi from the Indonesian Embassy for Nigeria. And very thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I just know also that Mr. Fahmi is also my same alma mater, is coming from the same university with us. Thank you very much, Prof. Fahmi, senior. Okay, allow me to open the session. This is we call it pre-event. We will have our company name is Kareem International. We are export aggregator. We know that Indonesia and Nigeria and Africa, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and many countries in Africa, we have very big potential, but not yet explore deeply. Okay, so in Karim we try to create a lot of connection between Indonesia and Africa. Apparently, I visited Africa and handle African markets since 2007. So this is what how we start to do business with Indonesia and Africa. During pandemic, for sure, so many business stack, but one element in business is creativity. How you see the situation and how you overcome the situation. We discuss internally, and we see that it's supposed to be a very good opportunity to establish a business between Indonesia and Africa during pandemic. Why? Because you cannot go to online expo to offline expo anymore, and I think that about next to 2 to 3 years it will be remain the expos that what we know 2 years ago will be no longer exist. And we see that there are now many people going to online Zoom like this. I think you will have maybe one Zoom per day by average. So we see the potential. Why don't we just send the sample? If we send the sample now, and you can promote your product nicely, warm, a good one, I think then we can do business, and the cost to the business is going low, very low. And then the idea we share to our team, and then thank you very much. We have our team in here, in Jakarta team, we have Imam, we have Ambassador Yusakan, and then in Nigeria, in Africa, we have Nusaiba from Cape Town, we have Yahya from Nigeria. That is our team in Karim. And then thank you very much, and Pak Fahmi from government see the opportunity, and then we discuss a lot with Pak Fahmi that okay, let's boost this one. Let's boost this one. This is a very good idea. And I put last but the most important things is from the manufacturer, from the private sectors. Last 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, or 3 weeks, we have a deep discussion with Madam Wulan and Mr. Stefanus from Tata Logam. Okay, a very good company from Indonesia, from a streamlined company on the metal processing. And what I can say to you, they are not focused only to sell their product, but to bridge this nation, Indonesia and Africa. So that's why when we discuss with Pak Stefanus, they will present later. They have the product from the of metal processing from after the ore. They have the coil. Correct me if I'm wrong later, Pak. Sorry. The coil, and then the steel, the roof. But they said to me, Sandar, why don't we start with the instant houses? Because we see the opportunity in Africa, rapid development, that you will need houses. Okay, and then we see also if we focus first to introduce an instant house, there are a lot of opportunity for others businessmen. You will need architects, you will need developers, you will need producer from another part of the house, walls, uh, keys, furnitures. So that's why I love this idea. I love the way how Pak Stefanus see the situation and said to me, Sandra, let's start with the frame, uh, the instant house. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pre-event. Pre-event meaning we will have the main event on the 7th and 8th September. I really want to introduce this event to you now. This is one of the participants on the event, and we will do the event for 6 months. So the D-Day for me is 7 on 8, but all the businessmen will gather each other on the same apps for 6 months, because we understand that when you do business, international business, you will not take decision only in 1 day or 15 minutes. You will need to check, to deliver another question, to discuss. That's why Bu Wulan appointed a very strong point. Is thanks God is a blessing in disguise in pandemic, and then now we can move the expo by online, but actually hybrid, not that's online and just meeting for 2 hours and then you forget. But we are inviting you to join in one app for 6 months. The presentation will be shared to you all on 7 or 8, but after that, you're still on the same group and you still can discuss. I think that's all the introduction for me. Let's go to first from Pak Fahmi first for as the host, okay, from Nigeria, Indonesian Embassy in Nigeria, and after that we go for presentation from Mr. Stephens. Pak Fahmi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. And good evening, everyone in Jakarta, Indonesia. And good afternoon, my colleague in the West African time. So it is indeed my great honor to be as part of this Zoom meeting, in line with the Mr. Isnanda mentioned with regard to how important this meeting should provide our effort to spare our product, our national product to the western part of Africa. It is in our is a very strategic way our capacities, our products to be basically this event is our routine agenda. Once a week, 2 weeks, once we're going to pick up what is the most prospective sectors that we can introduce to the market in Africa. Let's say 2 weeks ago, we start in the pharmaceutical industry, because this industry has contributed at least for Nigerian and Indonesia trade about 15 million US dollar per year. And then another week we move to the palm oil, because palm oil also contribute quite good, is about 86 million US dollar per year from Indonesia, Nigeria, and maybe some across the western part of Africa. And another thing is, of course, the most important is construction, because basically, in my own opinion, I saw numbers of projects built from the local government, also proposed for a housing project for the people, local people, and it is good opportunity. I can mention that in federal capital territory, Nigeria, only there is planning to set at least 30,000 housing for the employee of government. And in Burkina Faso also we noted that at least 40,000 numbers houses that they will want to build and to provide to the people there. So and of some public policy. And also, according to the talk with Mr. Iskandar, that we have a good capability. Instant house. It's very interesting. Instant house. We see the market here and $10 per square meter. You want to build a house. They need the construction, maybe normal construction. But I know with this comparison with the income house, like let's say this year, second more and hopefully there is some interest and attract by the local partners. Let's say in Africa is found we have a lot of 700%. So not only today we need this our so I saw many of friends in Africa very this
Pak Fahmi, your voice is disappear. Sorry. Halo, Pak Fahmi.
Okay, Pak.
Ya, Pak Fahmi. Halo. I think Pak Fahmi lost the connection. Maybe not in good connection. Pak Fahmi, shall I start with Pak Stefanus, the main presentation? Okay.
Oke Pak, lanjut aja Pak.
Ya lanjut ya.
Did
Sorry
you
ya.
my voice? You may
Yes.
continue with
Now it's clear. Now it's clear. Anything you need to highlight, Pak? Okay. We start
yeah,
with...
actually we will see and enjoy the presentation from Tata Logam Lestari.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the opening, the point is this is the collaboration between private sector and government. I think we can say that that's a good example, yeah, for Fahmi, how we do from private and then supporting by the government. Okay. So we need to go to main presentation from Pak Stefanus. I think Pak Stefanus already stand by from last 1 hour or maybe last 2 hours. Pak Stefanus, time is yours. I think now we have any Indonesian honorary councils in West Africa. I just see Mr. Pascal from Ghana. Adesoji is a private sector from Nigeria. Mr. Raul, saya see. Segiri and Burkina Faso also, and Yahya from Nigeria, Nusaiba from Cape Town, and also Pak Dharma from Indonesia. Ini pesannya Pak Stefanus nih, tolong yang berkaitan diajakkan gitu ya. Pak Stefanus, time is yours, Pak. Go ahead.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's evening in here. It's
evening in here.
I hope everyone still in very healthy. Yeah, I think this is very important. I'll start with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the time, Pak Iskandar. Thank you for the time, Pak Fahmi. Thank you for the introduction as well. And yeah, I hope everyone in healthy is the most important, I think, in the COVID situation right now. I'll start with the introduction. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stefanus. I'm from Indonesia. I'm from Tata Logam. And also with me is Miss Monica. She will help me with the technical point of the Domus, the Domus, the steel house, the instant steel house. Tata Logam itself is the company of the steel. So we are in the building technology for the steel-based house home solution. Allow me to introduce. This is a short presentation of our company. Okay, next please. The company is established in 1994, and the first vision of our founders, thankfully our founders also joined here with me, is Madam Mulani. The vision is to cover up the entire archipelago. Archipelago is the Indonesia. It's the vision from 1994 to 2014. Thankfully, we already achieved that vision. We already cover up the entire archipelago with a good roof instead of the rusted roof. When we see from the plane and you see on the windows, every roof in Indonesia is colorful. That is the roof from Tata Logam. Okay, next please. And then in 2015, we expand our vision. We not only focus on the roof, but we focus on providing the metal-based home solution for every individual in Indonesia. And I think this is very interesting because it's not going to be as easy as the roof, but we will focus much bigger. And this is what we'd like to introduce to all my friends in Africa. This is the building technology because Pak Isnandar told me, we need to bring technology to Africa. Okay, I bring the building technology to Africa. We can build one house in 5 days with only 4 people. Please the video of the Domus. So yeah, all the, yes.
I'm standing in front of Domus. Domus is a permanent home, built with an effective and efficient system, which allows you to build a house quickly. The key lies in careful planning, the right material, as well as the right workmanship. The frame of this building, the practical column, roof truss using lightweight steel produced by Tata Logam Lestari, the largest mild steel producer in Indonesia, who have decades of experience, which the best reputation in Indonesia. Combination of bricks walls, metal roof tiles and other quality materials, making Domus a strong and earthquake-resistant building. Domus working process has gone through careful planning, determination of material, procurement of material, assembly and installation stage, division of labor according to the level of expertise, all done with measurable and systematic time management. In addition to saving because it can minimize the waste material that is wasted, of course this system can produce building quickly. Only with 4 trained craftsmen who we call installment, the house is built in no more than 5 days. Yes, right, 5 days, 4 people. We have proven it, starting from the marking process, assembly, construction to finishing, all we do in just 5 days. Quality of materials and a sense of responsibility for the work and artistic touch combine so as to produce beautiful products that can satisfy consumers. Domus, strong, fast, and beautiful.
Yeah. Yes, alright. Bisa di-unmute? Belum di-unmute.
Daerah-daerah ya, nak?
Yeah. So that that's Domus. I'll get into details later. That's the vision of giving the metal home-based solution for everyone. Okay, next please. Yeah, this is the first product we based in 1994. We start our business in 1994 with the stone-coated steel roof, and I also known that this is very popular in Africa as well because we've been getting some response lately for the stone-coated roof style due to it can reduce the heat, and it's also popular in Indonesia. Okay, next. Yes, the problem in Indonesia is we are the second longest coastal country in the world. So the problem is everywhere is corrosion if we use the steel. So from this problem, okay, next, we need to treat our steel carefully. So that's why we put the zinc and aluminum into our steel, so it can last longer. So the vision of our sister company is we want to see the world without rust. The steel can last longer, up to 60 years, up to 100 years without rust. And yeah, this is what we've been doing with the steel, with our steel coated zinc aluminum product. Okay, next please. And this is a short introduction of our company value, because we feel value is very important for everyone in our company. Is the loyal, integrity, gratitude. We have positive, we are professional. Okay, next. And this is the group of our company. We are the group, but later I'll get into to the value chain of our company. Okay, next please. And this is all the product. We start with the roof. We have the roof for all segment in Indonesia. So if you want the roof to last 60 years, 50 years, 20 years, depend on your budget, we have all the product for it. Multi-roof, Surya roof, Sakura roof, and everything. Okay, next. And this is the structural product. And I also bring here the structured product with me. This is the U-channel. The U-channel is the soul of the Domus. And later we'll get into the details. And yeah, like the usage of the roof truss, which you use for the structure at the roof, is very, very popular in Indonesia. Because it you don't need to cut the wood, because the deforestation in Indonesia was very bad in 2005 up until 2010. Then what we're doing is we replace the wood with the truss. The truss in Indonesia we call bajaringan, Pak Fahmi. So now every roof in Indonesia is using the steel truss. So we don't need to cut the wood anymore. Okay, next please. This is our distribution channel. Indonesia have many islands, so we need a product that can serve as a solution, easy to move from island to island, because the container is we use anywhere, and the central location of the production is in Java Island, the one at the bottom, and we need to move everywhere. And just to note that for the Domus, we can fit 30 houses in one container, 20-feet containers. So it's very convenient. if you want to, let's say there is an earthquake in Sulawesi, and you need to build a house fast due to the earthquake. You can use 20 feet containers, which can fit 30 house, and you can send straight away.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the point of the Domus. Okay. And then for our capacity, and you don't need to worry because we already fulfill our domestic capacity. In 2020 itself, we already produced 160,000 tons of the steel, and now we're ready to go into the Africa market. Okay, next please. And this is just some award. Next. And yeah, this is one of our company. We need to be social responsible because we want the business to be sustainable as well. So we replace the tree that has been cut due to the deforestation, and we built the community, and we also built the house for the earthquake victim. And I checked in Africa, I think in eastern part, there is also the potential of earthquake. Unlike in Indonesia, because in Indonesia we live in the ring of fire, where almost all part of Indonesia is really in the earthquake zone. So the last earthquake was in Lombok and Palu, and yeah, and we've been also in the project of the restoration due to the earthquake. Okay, next please. Yes, because I think Ms. Nusabia mentioned about Wafik from Palestine, who is in the business administration. I'd like to introduce a bit about our strategy, because our strategy, we are like a turtle and the rabbit. We are make standard as a safety and also operation standard operation procedure, but we also focus on the innovation as well. Okay, next slide. This is very interesting slide because this is our business map. Our motto is from manufacturing to your doorstep. So we make our own steel coil. We make sure the product is, the quality is good. And then we also produce our own roof and the structure as well. And we distribute. And at the end, Ms. Monique here is in charge of the building the Domus using almost all of the product. And we also work with the local contractors and applicator as well. So this is the business map of the Tata Logam Group. Okay, next please. And just to share about how we adapt the business strategy to the new normal. I think Madam Mulani mentioned due to the COVID situation back in, I think in last year, we focus strictly on the health protocol, and we make sure that everyone in the company is up until now is already vaccinated. So we have 100% vaccinate rate. So that's the most important. And then the second thing is, it's very hard last year is very hard because we need to think away because the economy was so bad in Indonesia and I think everywhere in the world. And that when we start our first export. So in April 2020, we start our first export to the USA and to Australia. And until now, we have about 38 clients, which already repeat like every month. And we already sell our product to 10 countries all around the world. And aside from that, we also develop the new product development, which is the steel coated antivirus, which already been used in the hospital and the other was the where the COVID situation is happening. So this is what we've been doing. Okay, next, please. Yeah, like this afternoon, because we cannot meet directly, so now become a days that we make a webinar in our studio, because we have studio now. Yeah, okay, next. Okay, next, please. Next. Yeah, and the lastly is we also built the community, because we're not only thinking ourselves, we also build the artists. We work with the shadow puppeteer artist. This one is made from steel. It's called wayang in Indonesia. It's made from steel coated, and it can last longer than the leather. But it's just to, we want to walk along with the artists who have been having problem with the pandemic. And also, aside from that, we also develop the community of the applicators, contractors, and I think in this hard time, everyone must hold hand together. And as well as Pak Isnandar said that when he want to go to Africa with the small business, I say yes, okay, let's go together. We bring the technology. Okay, next, please. And then it's very important also to increase the standardization. Standardization, the one is notable is our FM approval and ASTM standard, because we are in standard with the American standard. And the second is the green label, because when going to the 2050, the sustainable business, reducing the carbon emission is very important. The way we can sustain in this world is by making friendly with the environment. I think that's the most important, especially for the steel industry. Okay, next. And I'd like to bring you to the Domus now. Switch. Okay. The Domus panel with here is the column and the brick. And the reason why we use the brick, because in Indonesia, we've been colonialized by the Dutch 350 years. So the Dutch built the brick everywhere in Indonesia. So we all Indonesians love the bricks. So that's why what we introduce is with the lightweight bricks and combined with the practice. Can Bu Monik explain what make the Domus fast?
Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. I'm Monica from one of member of Tata Logam Group, PT Sakura Makmur Lestari, and PT Sakura Makmur Lestari has core business in business contractor. And now maybe I will explain about how Domus can fast and strong. At the beginning, before we install this frame, we have tests for the Domus for the strength. We got the certificate from Puskim Bandung, Indonesia. So in the test, we get the load, push and pull for the Domus. So when we install the Domus, we just need 5 days for installer. And the first day, we can prepare the area. So material we put 100% in that area, and so we also use the installer that we train, so they have certified. And the first day we can install the frame. The frame we have cutting size in our factory. So after we install the frame, we can build this frame in this on site. Then we put the brick in this column. And the first day we can finish the half of the wall.
So only in first day you
Yes.
can have the brick and the structure.
Yes.
Only one day. So what we do in second day?
In second day, we can install for the button, and we can install for the roof metal tile. And for the wall, we can finish in the second day. So we can get the house, we can see the view of the house.
It's already like a house.
Yes.
In the second day. Okay, that's very fast. And then we put the
finishing
concrete,
for
the finishing.
for the brick.
Okay, the finishing is like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We call the product is rendering. So one step solution for the finishing the wall.
Okay.
Bata dalam bentuk baru ya.
Okay. And then the fourth day we
Ngecor.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can end over in
In the fifth day we already doing the cleaning and the finishing and handover, and it's very fast. And can you replace the brick? Just in case in Africa they use the sandwich panel or the other type of.
Yes.
Yes.
We can use local material like in Papua we can use batu tela we call in Papua. So we can use gypsum for the change the brick.
So basically this house, this is just a simple prototype where I already sent the prototype of the house for the hybrid trade show through the Mr. Isnandar, and then you guys will see in the trade show. Okay, I think that's all from me. If there are any question, please feel free to ask.
Stefanos, thank you very much. Very good presentation. Please clap your hand at everyone in your home. Thank you. So I will not discuss about, no, I will not add any things about products. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk business. This is very good one. That's Yahya here. Yahya, my friend. Yahya, are you there?
I'm here.
Allow me to tell to everybody in this room what we've been chatting with Yahya. I think with Yahya, I call Yahya at least twice a week, right, bro? And one time Yahya said, Isnandar, there are very good opportunity between Indonesia and Africa, but why when we're talking expo, you always talk about pharmaceutical, fast-moving consumer goods, right? Crackers, garment. Why don't you bring the Indonesian technology? That was the conversation with Yahya. I think last month, right, bro? So then what? And God guide us, and then we discuss with Pa Stefanos. Ladies and gentlemen, from Kareem International, actually, we see there are a lot of potential from Indonesia to Africa. But to do this kind of business, you need to collaborate. So you see the very good presentation from Pa Stefanos, how the manufacturer develop a product only 5 days. Can you imagine? Only 5 days you can build a house, and you see so many opportunity in your country. I don't know what is the lack of the lack of housing sectors in your country. If I'm not mistaken, I just read on Kenyan target per year on 2,500,000 houses, but only deliver 500. So only 20%. So as a big opportunity. And what is the wonderful presentation from Pa Stefanos that allow me to add, Pa Stefanos, that with you have maybe you're not mentioned, but you mentioned during meeting with me, there will be a lot of business potential for you in Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Burkina Faso, because you see, 5 days to build a house, based on the design from Tata Logam. Maybe you in your country you will have your own design. The dimension of the house, the dimension of the how many high the houses is. So there's a big opportunity for you. Then Tata Logam can produce in Indonesia and sell to you and deliver to you. And number one. Number two, this company, Tata Logam, already export even to US and Australia. So we will not facing another homework about so many registration. If I'm not mistaken, if one product can go to Africa, to America, I assume we can do to Africa. Okay. Number two. Number three, before the presentation, maybe if my friend joined before the presentation, Tata Logam has a special studio to address and to address their fellow people, their fellow workers, product knowledge, gathering online. So this kind of marketing tools, you can use it also at your country. I think that is the additional for me, but very good presentation, Pak Stefanus. Let us wait for question from Africa, please.
Okay. Can I go on?
Question, Pak.
Yeah, you first, my bro.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Alhamdulillah. Kayf al-har? Alhamdulillah kaziran. Yeah. My first question is the cost implications. If you are doing it, can it take 40-feet container, or how many container are you going to do to set up a 3-bedroom, a flat, the normal 3-bedroom rooms in Nigeria? Will it take 40-feet container? Then what is the price cost?
Okay. In Indonesia, we have a standard type of the house. It's type 30, 36, and 45. So it's referred to the square meter.
Yeah.
Because we are in the housing business, we focus on the subsidized house, because the house is one of the really like a backlog, because many people doesn't have a house yet. And to answer your question, in 20-feet containers, it can fit 30 houses of
30 houses
square meter, not including the brick, because the brick you can get by yourself in Africa, or you can replace with the other type of the wall. But the main is this, the U channel. So
okay.
30 houses, yeah.
36.
Okay then.
36 houses, yeah, Pak, for 40-feet container.
36 square houses. And
for how many houses? The question, how many houses, Pak?
Can fit 30 houses.
30 houses. 30 houses. 36 meters square each.
Yes.
30. Okay, then the video you showed to us, how many rooms are there in the video you showed to us?
In the video is 2 bedroom and 1 dining room and 1 what's it called, a toilet. So it's the standard size in Indonesia, but you can expand depending on the design, depending on the requirement, because we also work. The good thing about Domus is you can expand to the left, right, or to the up.
On the same pattern, Pak. So you can extend.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then
sorry. Can you also do in a duplex or just on a normal bungalow?
You mean duplex?
Yes.
Yes. With the 2-story, we need a bigger still, not this still, but we need a bigger still. But we already make the up until 4th story.
4th story?
Yes, 4th story.
Well.
Instant house by 4th story?
Instant house, 4th story. 4th story, for the 2 story is about 2 weeks. For the 4th story, maybe take longer. But it's doable because the steel is,
Yeah.
you don't need to wait for anything. You just plug and play, just like play a Lego.
It's play a Lego, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, let me ask the final question. If I'm to order one now, complete house, everything finished from Indonesia, apart from the furnishing. Is it possible to order now? Then can it take a 40-feet container, a full one, or what's the technology behind it?
Roughly the price is starting from berapa ya? 5 juta ya?
Per meter square.
Per square meter in Indonesia, we sell is about $300
Per square meter.
Yes, that's the basic type. That's the basic type. It's already installed. But that's the basic type. But depend on your needs.
With including the bricks, Pak?
Including the bricks, yes.
Also total finished house.
Yes.
Yeah, finished house $300 per square meter.
Because we have been given the budget by our government to build the earthquake house for the victims, and the budget very thin. So we need to work with what we have.
I'm gonna talk with Pami much later tomorrow. Then we'll reach back to you, inshallah. We have a deal.
Thank you. Mr. Rois from Ghana. I think I give time for you, Pak Rois. Any question or any update from Ghana side? Ghana is also one of promising countries, economy in West Africa.
Yes.
Mr. Rois.
Yes. Thank you very much. Okay.
Mr. Rois first.
Thank you very much once again, and thanks to our presenters. It was very fantastic and amazing. Yes, I am going to speak on behalf of Ghana for what we do here. I was glad he made mention of Africans having either the brisk or having the block that we normally see. We use cement here more often than steel. Steel is actually a new thing that if we should introduce to Ghana, people will begin to think otherwise whether it's going to work, because we've never seen that type really work. But we use the mud, we use the brick, we use the cement. These are the three core things that we use in Ghana per se. I'm speaking from Ghana. And with your presentation, I realize it's one of the best, it's the strongest, it's the fastest, and it looks beautiful, I must say, as per your company slogan also. Yes, Mr. Yaya was actually asking a particular question, because the sizes of our houses in Africa or in Ghana is quite different from the sizes of Indonesia. And we need to consider that particular aspect when it comes to technical. For instance, in Ghana, it is 14 by 14, excluding the washroom. So when we add all, it's around 14 by 22. That is huge. That is big.
14 by 22 for normal people, Mr. Roy.
Yeah. No, I mean for executive, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then for normal people, it's 12 by 12.
12 by 12.
12 by 12 or 12 by 13.
144 square meters.
Yes. So if I am going to build an apartment, which is going to go for a 3-bedroom apartment, either being a story, as you rightly said, and they have explained already that even we can take 4 stories, which is good. I don't know if they are talking about the American type of stories or the British type of story. You know, we have it, some start counting from the bottom as the basic and then to the top, but they would have to explain that. But once it's 4 stories, 4 story. Now, we need to know the dimension of the rooms, especially in Ghana, in Africa. That is the first thing. But no matter the dimension, once they can even do a square meter, it means they can do any other measurement that is given. That is my belief in that aspect. So I can proudly and boldly speak about Domus. Now, the second question is, in Africa, it's just like Indonesia, where you live, you know, the sea, especially those of us who live around the coastal areas. Okay, if we live around the coastal areas, you and I know how the weather over there destroys our roofings. Okay, and even the cement blocks are being deteriorated because of the waves. What is the preparedness for Domus against this wave or this coastal weather? You know, it's a harsh weather which comes with salty and all that. How is it? Do you have a mechanism? Because we are not only going to build for the people in the city, you know, people could call from other parts, just like the map they have shown. They were trying to, the distribution map they have shown, they are almost everywhere. Yes. In Ghana, earthquake is not really here in Ghana. We are not actually on that zone. That is one good thing about Ghana, but we love good things. Ghanaians love good things. So, and we already have a lot of competition going on when it comes to the roof already. The roofing companies are already here doing marvelously well. We need to know the thickness of the roof. We need to know the thickness of the steel. If people are going to change from using cement and to also use the steel, this is my third question. What is the cost involved in that project? Why am I saying this? A bag of cement, it's for now for 46 Ghana cedis, which is less than $10. Let me put it that way. Or to approximately a bag of cement is around, it's almost $10. Let me put it that. It's not up to $10 per se, but it's around $8. Let's put it that way. Now, when you look at the cost of the cement that somebody will prefer to use, when you can then use this method that Domus is bringing. But where I am having a challenge and a word explanation is because of the blocks involved again in the steel. It means you are not really going to do away 100% of the cement. You will still need it to mold the blocks, of which the lady have explained. Within one day, the blocks can be molded. The second day, they're still put together and plastering and other works are done. And the fifth day, completion of the roofing and cleaning is done, if I've heard them right with the presentation. So I just want to know, because before I share this with anyone, they will be asking me the cost and other involvement. So why would somebody decide to choose the product from Domus, with which is an opportunity, than the existing blocks that they already use in Ghana? Thank you.
Mr. Royce, thank you very much for the question. I think it's loud and clear, the question. Maybe Pak Stefanus first, you can answer that, and if anything's missed, I will remind for some point. Thank you, Pak. Still mute, Pak. Wait, you still mute, Pak Stefanus. Yes, please.
Okay. Yes, just to answer your question, Mr. Roy, thank you very much for the question and for the concern. I think, yes, I agree with you for the concern for the cost, but the cost I'll get back in the last part, because the more your concern about the rust, because I think Ghana have rust problem also, like in Indonesia. In Indonesia, like I mentioned, is the second longest coastal country in the world. So we also have the rust problem. But the way we treat our steel is we put a coating. So the steel is not like the normal steel. We put the coating, zinc and aluminum. It can last. So the steel can last up to 25, 60 years with no problem. So I think don't worry about the steel, because the steel is long life. So to answer your question also about the different standard of the house, I believe the Domus will also fit to that. And this on my slide is the standard with a 2-bedroom and the toilet and the dining room I mentioned before. This is a 36 square meter houses, but we also suitable to meet with the needs of the Ghana or other African country, as well as I think the last part about Domus is we not going to sell the Domus, only the Domus, because we want our country, Indonesia, and every country in Africa can be a friend, so we can work together. Because if I just sell the Domus to you and you cannot install, I think it's the problem. So we will bring our expertise and we will teach. And from that, I think that will create a friendship from both country. That's the most important. And from there, you can build your own Domus and we can work along with for a long time. That's the main purpose of the Domus. As well as we develop the artists, because I remember Miss Nasbia is an artist. The Domus we paint, we bring the mural artist. So every house is different. Every house has the soul. So it's not just let's build house, but what I mean is let's build house fast and beautiful. That's the most important. And we have a friend between both countries. That's the most important. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Rois, Pak Stefanus. Allow me to add some point, Pak Stefanus. Mr. Rois, the most important point from Tata Logam is there are the manufacturer from the ore into the final product. So what the presentation about Domus is to address the issue in Indonesia for, we call it rumah sederhana, okay? Simple houses, a very simple one. What I can say, I have a house, something like that. Not for sure, not for the market of upper class. But since Tata Logam is the manufacturers, so to overcome or to enter the market for upper class market, it's simple by design a better one or design a big one, a bigger one. That's what the beauty from Stefanus is. We introduce the company, not only introduce the product, not only introduce the Domus, but we introduce the Tata Logam Lestari. So if let's say you and gentlemen from Nigeria, from Burkina Faso, anywhere country in Africa, and said to come to Tata Logam, hey guys, I have another design. So I think Tata Logam will listen to you and cooperate with you, maybe to pronounce another your brand of yours, maybe Roy's brands of medium houses in Ghana, isn't it, Pak Stefanus?
Yes.
Yeah. So you want 4-story, blah blah blah. Okay, and because the coating process is belong to Tata Logam. So if you want to have a bigger or stronger steel, the technology mastering by Tata Logam. So this is the most important thing. The second one about the cement. Yeah, if the cement in it's my the cement in Ghana is $10, in Jakarta only $3. So I believe the operating cost will be lower. Okay, next question from Resen from Nusaibah first, please.
Okay, before you go on, Isanda, please can I ask this question as well?
Please.
Because I couldn't have the chance to invite the people who are really into this to come, but I'm asking the questions on their behalf. Would they be interested in just the shipping of the products, or they would be interested in looking for opportunities where maybe a factory could be set up in Ghana or in any part of Africa? And would they be interested in partnership also from some people who are interested to work with them? Thank you.
I believe Stefanus will better to answer this question.
Yes, in the future, we will think of not only selling product, but we, like I mentioned, we want to be a friend with you, Mr. Royce, with everyone. a setup factory is possible in the future once the product is accepted. So don't worry about it. It's the housing technology. Thank you, Mr. Royce.
Mr. Royce, gentlemen, allow me to address this question. There are a lot of questions to me. Which company in Indonesia are willing to relocate, willing to build a factory in Africa? I have to say that from my communication with them, there are quite a number, not a small one, but quite a number willing to go to there. But in terms of the way and staging to do that, I believe Tata Logam is past governors, one of the very aggressive, directly saying yes, Isanda, we would go for that direction. So this I need to address to a friend in Africa. There are big opportunity for that. There are big opportunity for that, but normally they always say that investment follow trade or something like that. So that's why in Kareem, we said you cannot do like this. It's only for 1 day expo and going to trade expo 1 day, and you expect somebody to establishing a factory in our peripheral. So that's why in Kareem we gather everybody for 6 months. That's the point. Okay. Please, next question from Nusaibah first. Later, Mr. Adesoji was texting me, but please, Nusaibah first. Please.
Okay. Terima kasih banyak. Your presentation was really, really good, and I'm really impressed by the quality and the standard of your instant housing. Here in South Africa, the low-cost housing is really appalling. Within even only 2 to 5 years, there's cracks in the walls, it's deteriorating. And even the RDP houses that the government make, they're really not up to standard. And also they're much smaller than your standard designs. So one of the questions that I have is to do with the trained craftsmen. How do you see this happening in, for example, South Africa? Would you be, are these Indonesians that would have to come here and be, obviously with their craftsmanship? Or do you see a long-term avenue of actually starting a training school? We have really high unemployment rate in South Africa. It's a massive problem, and it causes a lot of instability, unsafety, and a lot of criminal factors. So as a part of your long-term goal, would you consider setting up training schools, which would be a long-term project, because we definitely really need housing in both sides of the spectrum. Sometimes in the summer there's fires, so a lot of people end up losing their homes because most of the houses are shacks, so they can start a fire very quick. And then in the winter there's floods. Here in Cape Town there's rain and it gets very cold and very windy, so we can't build houses many stories as well, because you really have the effects of the wind. So yeah, I would be interested to know more about the craftsmanship that go into it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nusaiba, for the question. First is the standard of the house. I think it's the same like in Indonesia before, where the problem with the standard of the house. And in Indonesia, if for the low-cost housing, the one that's subsidized by the government, the house quality is very bad. Even before the people live there, they just get the loan from the bank, the subsidies from the government, the house is already collapsed, needs to restore. So that's the much of the problem in Indonesia. So from that, my mother, Madam Mulani, is think that we need to fix this house problem. So we make the house made of the steel, but combined with the brick. So it's very easy if you combine the steel and the brick, because the steel is very, how you say, is the length is just there. So you don't need to make like a snake. Even you don't pull any ruler. Yeah, because the steel is straight. So that's make the standard for the house. What I'm doing is also I'm talking with the Ministry of the Industry to make the standard for the house, to fix our standard in Indonesia for the housing, because it's really poor before, but now it's getting better. And to answer your question about the unemployment, same like in Indonesia, we have quite high unemployment rate, and many are in informal employment. What we do is we set up a school or training school like you mentioned, but we do it in Indonesia. We start certification. We certified all the applicators or the craftsmen, so they can have their own jobs, not employed by us, but they are the entrepreneur of their own business. That's what we've been doing. It's very easy to teach the people which they don't have really good education, but once they have the certification from the government, the Ministry of the Public Work in Indonesia, what we've been doing, we work along with the government as well. We certified this installer, and once they get the certification, they are able to stand on their own feet. I think that's the most important you mentioned about the education, because what we want to go to Africa, not only selling the product, we want to also be part of the development in Africa, because I believe Africa is the future. In the near future, is all the development will be centered there. I think, yeah, I agree with you. We'll build the school, training school, and we'll train everyone in South Africa, in Ghana, and everywhere in Africa as well.
Inshallah. Yeah, and I really like your concept about the murals, because we have so many cultures here in South Africa, and in the traditional houses made of clay or mud, it would have designs on them. And that's something that has been the locals' housing, is it lacks character or their cultural roots. So thanks for mentioning that.
Thank you, Nasaiba. So, gentlemen, ladies, the most important thing what Stepanos just mentioned in this forum is Tata Logam is not just selling. We would like to collaborate with they already have the schools for the workers, and that it can be extended to partner in Africa, right, Pak Stepanos? So let's say I mean they have the curriculum already. So they already do it in Indonesia, but for sure there will be different on cultures, different on delivering it to workers. So that's why we are looking for partners. We are not just selling. Okay, that's the main point. Okay, Mr. Adesoji from Nigeria, please, bro.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody in the house. Are you with me, please?
Yes, please.
My question is just so simple. The diameter of the housing that they are now talking about, this low cost housing, we need to know the diameter of the that makes a square meter, and the square meter that makes up a 40-foot container. And inside the container, if I could recollect, the presenter, Tata Logam was saying that the 40 a square feet is $300. So in that $300, we need to know, is it the $300 that makes the whole house, or is 1 square meter or 1 feet, or we need to know the calculation. So based on this calculation is part of our convention to know, okay, if I need, for example, I need 20-foot container, I may not be able to take up to 40-foot container. It may be 20-foot container. So I will know how many feet is inside the container and how much housing are there, then the cost implication. Then about the different, like 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, one bedroom that we can build as hostel, as a prototype to universities, to private companies. So we need to let us know. So we'll now take it up from there. That's my question. Thank you. It's a very nice, laudable project. We love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dasoji. Stepanos, I think the information was there on your presentation, but maybe Mr. Dasoji was not there, or maybe the connection. Could you repeat to answer the question, please?
In the 20-feet containers, we can fit about 30 units of the house.
30 units, 30 units, sir.
30 units of the house. The house is 36 square meter. So it's a standard house in Indonesia. The analogy is we can fit like this column and the other part of the material, like the practical column, the steel truss, as well as the roof. But the one not fit in the container is the brick, because the brick take the volume so much. And I think not in Africa, not all the countries in Africa using the brick. In Indonesia, there are very popular brick, but we can substitute that brick or the to sandwich panel or to cladding or to the other part. And for the price, it, like I mentioned, it's starting from $300 per square meter. So let's say it's 36 square meter means $300 times 36 square meters. That's for the basic house, the really basic house. And on top of that, you can add some addition like the much better looking. So that's only for the rough estimate, yeah. If you want to buy a house.
Pak Stepanos, 300 square meters is total houses, not only the Tata Logam material, right? Including the cement.
Including the cement. The
So
cement, the instant cement.
Instant cement. So, Mr. Dasoji, the $300 per square meters is the cost in Indonesia to build a simple house, 36 square meters. Tata Metal, we are selling the steel, but that's not the cement. So maybe you need to adjust the cost of the cement, right, Pak Stepanos? You need to adjust the cost of the cement in your country. Okay. Another question, Mr. Dasoji?
Okay. Thank you. I'm okay by it. By the time we start progressing, we now know more better.
Yes.
We understand more better. And from
yes.
there, we now take up the proposal. By the time the conference, the expo opens.
Yeah, you're correct. I don't think the 36 square meters in Indonesian design will be suitable for Nigeria. I think you need more. You are bigger. You need bigger than that. That's what Tata Logam offering to you. We need to do the collaboration. But the idea is simple. You can reduce the cost to produce a house, to build a house, by manage it very well. So if you measure it exactly and cutting on the steel manufacturers, for sure the cost is going down. Okay, and the no wasted, zero wasted, and then for sure the installment is easy, no cutting, only bolt and nut. Something that's a very simple idea in concept, but need knowledge, need master in technology to deliver it, which is Tata Logam on it. That is the concept, right? No, sorry. I think this 36 square meters will be very, very needed in ghetto, right? In Joburg ghetto. It's very good business in the, right?
Very. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Dasoji, is it okay? Your question? Are you done?
I'm very okay. I'm okay. I'm very okay.
Thank you.
I'm very okay.
Next question from gentlemen, ladies. Dapo, welcome, bro. I just see Dapo here. Mr. Hiroko, selamat datang, Pak. Okay, another question, please. Please raise your hand. Pak Dharma, ada pertanyaan Pak Dharma? Karena Pak Dharma juga mau ikutan katanya.
Enggak sih. Nanti aja kalau maunya nanti ada kesempatan untuk presentasi seperti ini nanti kita lakukan.
Boleh, nanti boleh Pak. Okay. Ada pertanyaan dari Bapak dan Ibu? Silakan. We allocating 2 hours, so until 22. Otherwise we can close. Mr. Desoji, you need another question? Pak Iroko, ada pertanyaan Pak?
I really thank you for bringing Indonesia to Africa, Mr. Istamba.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I really appreciate you, and you will see the wonders.
Thank you.
What I'm just commending you for is that we just, as we have privately talked yesterday, just back up there, then we can do some.
We will talk tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm very welcome to you. Please, another question.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, let me ask then, what's the size of the block that you use over there? Because
good question, technical one.
In Nigeria, we have 9 inches and we have 6 inches. What is the type of the block they use over there for their
You
own
mean the size of the bricks, right?
Yeah, the size of the bricks, yes. Absolutely.
You're going to the size of the bricks, right, bro?
Yeah, let me ask you.
Okay. Bu Miss Monica will answer this because she's more into technical. Yeah.
Okay. For the light brick we use for the 7.5 millimeters or 10 millimeters.
Centimeter.
Centimeter, sorry. And we put that brick line to our column. So we can fit the brick to our column with 7.5 centimeters or 10 centimeters.
Typical brick in there, yeah. The typical.
Yeah, it's a little bit technical. Yeah, I'm actually trying to see compared to what we actually use in Nigeria to see the durability and the strongness of it, then the thickness from the wall to wall, from the inside wall to the outside wall. Because in Nigeria, if you are building for the outside wall, we use 9 inches, and for the inside wall, we use 6 inches. So I don't.
Is it the same? Yeah. Now?
No, it's a little bit lesser than our own.
You are thicker. You are thicker.
Yes, ours is thicker.
Yeah, thicker. 9 inches about 22 centimeters.
Oh, itu jadi dindingnya lebih tebal ya Pak Sep?
Tebal 2. Yeah, but it's possible. It's possible. We can suit our machine because it's the roll forming machine, so we can suit to the structure of the machine.
Yeah, that's why they did business collaboration, not just selling.
Yeah. Okay. So another question. You said like 300 houses if you are doing 40 feet container. Without, if you are doing the blocks here in Nigeria, when you remove that, probably you can give us the quotation for 40 feet container that contain 30 houses. But can we make it 2 toilets? Is it possible in the design? I saw your design, lovely design. It's gonna be like 2 rooms. What we use here in Nigeria, I could give you the dimension much later. As my counterpart in Ghana said, we use 12 by 12, 12 centimeter, 12 meter by 12 meter. It's what we use in the standard room in Nigeria. So yeah, in Nigeria for a normal middle class houses. So yeah. Yeah, so if you can work on that, 12 feet by 12 meter by 12 meter for 2 rooms, then the living room can be like 24 by 12 meter.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it has to be 2 toilets with a little bit of space for the dining. Then I didn't see provision for the kitchenette in the design you showed earlier on. Is it coming with it? Then what is this design for the kitchen?
Okay, I'll take a note on that. Okay.
Okay then. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think it's very possible, Pak Tepanus, because Tata Logam is manufacturing from from the coil. So just about the design, right?
Yes.
It's very easy. I think we can do that. Pak Stefanos, sorry, technical question for me. If the pillars, I mean, the pillar is stand still, so can we still put the cement on it?
Diterusin ke atas gitu.
Terusin ke atas Pak, jadi kayak apa namanya, kayak tulangnya gitu.
It need to be calculate from the first, because if you plan to make a second story house, then we need to make a stronger foundation.
Fondasinya yang ditanya ya. Kalau untuk di coating doang boleh ya?
Boleh, iya.
Ya jadi buat apa keindahan doang, tapi kalau buat arahnya ke atas, fondasi yang ditanya ya.
Harus ada fondasinya di bawah ya.
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking in Indonesia. Gentlemen, my question is, you see that the instant house is we put the pillar, we put the steel, and then you just bolt it out. But a normal without instant, you have to put steel and then you pour the cement, right? My question to Pak Stefanos is it possible if we put the standstill cement, then standstill domus, and then again we put the cement on it? It's possible, but if the objective is to have a stronger foundation for 2-story, we have to do it proper planning from the beginning, right? Isn't it, Pak Stefanos?
Yep, correct.
Okay. So my gentlemen, so please, I need to highlight you this message. Okay, for me, do not focus only on Domus and then exactly what is the design from Tata Metal, because you have in its business sectors, you have to adjust it to your market. Like what Yaya and Mr. Roy said, in your market, you need 12 by 12. So the business will be, you will have your own concept, design, and then you talk to Tata Logam. Tata Logam will produce it for you, and then you ship out. In the end of the day, you can build a house faster. Maybe Domus for 36 square meters is 5 days. And maybe the others is 12 by 12, maybe 10 days. But I can guarantee it will be faster and cheaper. Cheaper because it's two factors. Number one, zero wasted because you produce it in the factory, so no cutting, no wasted. Number two is because you build it faster. Right, Pastor Stefanos, this is the key point, right?
Yes. Thank you for summarizing, Pak.
Thank you. Please, another question or maybe comment. I see Pak Anto here, Pak Anto Sinambela. Sorry, before I forget, in Nairobi, last 2 weeks, I saw development on innovation on the sandwich pillar, Pak, and sandwich panel, Pak Stefanos.
Yeah, I think some part in Africa they use the.
Yeah, so there will be matched the point with Tata Logam. Please, any other question? Pak Bu Wulani ada tambahan, Bu? Jadi nggak enak ada Ibu.
Saya rasa cukup, Pak.
Cukup ya.
Ini kan baru pre ya.
Ya, baru pre,
nanti kan
Bu.
masih nggak mungkin langsung jadi.
Pemanasan, Bu.
Iya, betul. This is right.
Okay, thank you. If I know the question, please I count from 5. Pak Fahmi already come back from Pak Dubes. Pak Fahmi, kita udah diskusi banyak tadi, mungkin ada tambahan dari Pak Fahmi terakhir.
Aduh, apologize here because I am discussion, but this Monday is so hectic. Some accident happened and guests also coming. They just received a call from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So my point is quite clear, right?
Okay.
I'm happy to see whether it will be continue. Yeah, for just to listen to Mr. Patrick from Ghana, how can he assess installed in Ghana? Yeah, but I guess of course there is some challenges, yeah, to be faced ahead when you want to bring the product to. I try to describe. Liano is also dealing with some consultant here. Korea, they are according to the building code, they are trying to refer to the British system, which is, as far as I understand, they are working for the construction according to standard. So we are have a on system. So maybe there will be some challenges if we have to meet with the local requirement according to the the system. I guess uniting and Mr. Isnan are also very optimistic, and with the capability, expertise from Tata Logam Lestari, probably some more challenges like this can also be overcome and accessing the market. Thank you, Pak Isnandar.
Thank you, Pak Fahmi. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the presentation from Tata Logam. Pak Stefanus, thank you very much. Bu Monica, Bu Wolani, Bu Yana, Bu Yuliana gitu ya. And this is allow me to address our event. This is a pre-event of Hybrid Trade Show. The main event will be 7 on 8 to all the distinguished guests, excellencies, honorary councils. I think please convey this idea to your fellow citizen, what Indonesia, what we are Kareem try to offering you. There are a big potential from Indonesia to Africa, not only selling sandals, selling crackers, selling garment, but Indonesia have potential in technology also. But what I can say that from the beginning that to deliver this kind of business, you have to sit down properly, discuss properly, like what Tata Logam just presenting to you. It's very good product, cheap, fast, and 36 meter squares for Indonesian. And I believe when you need to take benefit of this product, you cannot just simply purchase the 36. Kasarnya bahasa Indonesianya Pak Steph itu teman-teman di Afrika kan badan lebih besar dari kita. By anatomy you're bigger than us, so you have to have a bigger houses also. But the business wise is this is what we try to offering you guys in Kareem. Try to mingle with others, try to discuss, and then in this trade expo, Kareem Trade Show, we invite you by 7 and 8. There will be so many presentation you can choose. Tata Logam will take a 15-minute presentation on the event. We will have also presentation not from Indonesia only, but from the our counterpart in Africa also. Pak Step, Bu Wulani, nanti akan ada presentasi dari NAFDAC. NAFDAC is actually for food and pharmaceutical products. There will be presentation how to register in NAFDAC. I really need this from Pak Iroko also, from Mr. Rois, from all friends in Africa. So I think if you excellencies in honorary councils try to address not only consumable product, let address the technological, and let address not only the product but the knowledge, the business, and like what Tata Logam do is very good example. In business, they are selling the product, they are selling the roof, they are selling the instant house, but in daily activity, they teach the workers. So that's the business model that you can copy and do in Africa. So again, please, we are welcoming you to join our expo in 7 or 8 September. We still open the registration for you, especially in Africa. I will give you the context to Pak Fahmi, right? I think that's all from me. If any another additional from you, Bapak-bapak, gentlemen, ladies, thank you very much.
Terima kasih, Pak Iskandar.
Thank you. Let's close this thing, okay? So, but we are not close the Zoom there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Pak Step, makasih Pak Step.